What's up, YouTube? Okay, so today's video is going to be a fun one because I'm going to be running down how to become a real estate agent while you're in college or while you're in your 20s or whatever age you're at. I'm going to be giving you guys the full rundown on how to become a real estate agent and how to decide whether or not it's right for you. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, then you guys know that real estate is the main way that I made money while I was in college. I will always say real estate, to me, in my opinion, is like the best job for college students. I think it's the best side hustle that you can work, like, period. I've made tons of videos on real estate, so I'm not gonna get too much into, how much money I've made from it and all that stuff. This video is gonna be more of the nitty gritty, how to actually get started if you are interested in doing it. If you guys haven't already seen all my other videos about real estate, definitely go check them out first and then come back to this one once you want to get started. So let's just jump right in. I'm really excited about this video. I have tons of information, so make sure you guys are staying for the entire thing. First thing I wanna say is that getting a real estate license is definitely an investment. So I definitely would say before you even jump into the whole process of getting licensed, the first thing I really suggest that you guys do is make sure that you know for a fact that real estate is, one, something that you really want to do, but two, that real estate is also something that you're gonna be good at. And the way I would do that is first ask yourself these two questions. So one, are you confident with people? Real estate definitely requires you to be comfortable around people. You have to be a people person. You have to know how to talk to people. Like, for example, my dad, he does real estate and he's like literally the most confident person I know. He'll go up to any stranger and start a conversation with them immediately. And I think that's why he's so good at real estate. That's definitely not me. So I would definitely say, you don't have to be the most confident person in the entire world, but you definitely do have to know how to talk to people. Obviously, you want to find clients and you want those clients to be more than just your friends. So if you're not able to kind of be somewhat outgoing, then it's probably not the best option for you. That's the first thing I would think about when it comes to real estate is, are you confident? The second thing I would think about is, are you driven and are you good with money? So the reason I say that is because obviously with real estate, you are making your own schedule. It's one of those things where no one is going to be telling you when to work and how to work. You're pretty much working for yourself. So if you are not good about, being consistent when it comes to getting work done, if you're not good about if you're not just not a driven person when it comes to money, then you will probably not make a lot of money from real estate, because at the end of the day with real estate, the amount of money that you make is up to you. If you're not one of those people who are very disciplined, or if you're one of those people who, you're into something for a little bit and then you're kind of over it after a while, then definitely I would rethink getting a license, because it is commission based. Your pay with real estate is very sporadic. So there's gonna be some months where you do very, very well, and there's also gonna be some months where you don't do as well at all. And if that's gonna discourage you and cause you to not wanna work anymore and you're just kind of over it after a while, then honestly, real estate's probably not for you. Those are the two main things I would think about when it comes to getting a license is, before you even start your whole licensing process, make sure that one, you are comfortable with people, and two, that you are actually driven with money and you have, stamina and discipline when it comes to getting work done. The next thing that's really important to think about is, if you are planning to get a real estate license, how do you want to do real estate? Obviously there's a classic real estate agent who, helps people buy and sell houses, and that's what most full-time real estate agents do. For me personally, I did apartment locating and I helped students in particular. So my whole real estate service was geared towards students finding apartments near their college campus. So for me, it was really, really, really easy to find clients, because the University of Texas has like over 40,000 students, and there's so many apartment complexes near the campus that students need help finding a place. So there was a huge need for students to find real estate agents who would help them kind of navigate the scene, figure out where they're gonna live, because they just needed that help. So I definitely recommend, if you guys are in college, to do apartment locating, at least to start out. If you plan to do real estate long term and you wanna do it full time even when you're out of college, obviously you can graduate up to, selling houses and buying houses for people. But I would definitely just, if you're in college and you just want a good side hustle, then I would just do the apartment locating, because it's just easier. So that being said, if you do plan to do apartment locating while you're in college, then you really need to consider the city that you live in, the college campus that you're on, and whether or not students actually need help finding apartments. Because you live in a college campus in a really small town in rural Arkansas, and there's like 3 apartments to choose from, then honestly, most students aren't really gonna be looking for a real estate agent to help them find a place. But you know, if you live in a big city where there's tons of apartments to choose from, and some students live in houses, and there's a bunch of sorority and fraternities who live in big houses and they need help finding a place, then you definitely have a good market in front of you to start doing real estate and to help people find places, because there's tons of options. I definitely want you guys to consider that first before you guys jump into getting your license, because that's very, very, very important. So once you've decided that and you've kind of figured out if that's right for you, then you can go ahead and start looking into getting licensed. Now I'm gonna actually jump into how to get licensed, how to go through the licensing process, and how to start making money from real estate. So the first thing that you need to do when you want to get your real estate license is you want to pick out a brokerage, because you have to have a brokerage, or at least in Texas, you have to have a brokerage once you get your real estate license. You have to have a brokerage backing you or sponsoring you, or whatever it's called. I did work for a brokerage in the Austin area that was specifically geared towards students. If you plan to be an apartment locator and you plan to help students find apartments, then I would definitely suggest finding a brokerage that is geared towards that particular service, because it's gonna help you a lot when it comes to your training and starting out and, you know, just finding your first few clients. Find a brokerage that works best for you. So then the next thing you wanna do is you wanna look into the licensing requirements for your state. So in Texas, we have TREC, which is the Texas Real Estate Commission, but look up whatever your state's real estate commission or whatever association is, and go on their website and follow their directions when it comes to getting licensed. So every state's gonna look different, but pretty much every state has the same kind of process that you need to go through. So I'm gonna go over that next. So first thing you need to do is go to that website, sign up for it, and there's like usually an option for like, you know, I wanna get my real estate license, whatever. Go through those steps. Next thing you're probably gonna have to do is start taking some online classes for real estate. For the Texas license, I took my classes on 360training.com. I'm pretty sure they offer real estate licenses for like every state. Look up some online classes to get your real estate license in whatever state you're in, and you wanna go ahead and start taking those as soon as you can. I would definitely say taking online classes is probably the biggest investment when it comes to real estate, getting your real estate license. So like I said, you know, getting your real estate license is an investment. It costs about anywhere from like $800 to like $1,000 in total. A big piece of that investment is going to be your online classes. And for me, I think they cost anywhere from like $400 to like $500. It's definitely, again, I said this before, but you know, getting your real estate license is definitely worth the investment. It is a lot of money, but it will pay itself back pretty quickly. So sign up for whatever classes you want to take. Make sure it's approved by your state's real estate commission before you take them and before you pay for them. Usually whatever brokerage you sign up for will give you a suggestion for an online class that you should take. So for me with Housing Scout, they did suggest that I take my classes through 360 Training. So just kind of talk to your brokerage whenever you find one and ask them what their process is, and they'll usually give you a good step-by-step process. And start taking your classes immediately. For me, honestly, it took me a long time to get through my online classes. It took me like 2 or 3 months, but you can definitely get through it like quicker than that. So I definitely would just try to trek through it as fast as you can and get it done, because the sooner you can get that done, the closer you are to getting your real estate license. So once you finish your classes, you're gonna have to get a bunch of paperwork done, and that costs a bunch of money too. So I think for me, I had to get my fingerprints scanned, and I had to do a bunch of other little things. I think for me in total, it cost about like $200 to $300 to get all of my paperwork done before I could schedule my exam for my real estate license. So you're gonna have to do that. It's gonna take you about 2 to 3 weeks to get that done. So just make sure you have that time like planned out on your calendar. Once you get your paperwork done, then you can schedule your exam. And once you pass your exam, then you will get your Texas real estate or your whatever state real estate license. So once you schedule your exam, you definitely want to study as much as you can. For me personally, I would say the Texas real estate license exam was honestly kind of hard. I studied like my ass off. Like I studied for like a good week before I went and took it, and I did pass, thank God. But for some people, they do fail. Luckily, they do give you 3 chances to take the test before you have to like retake your classes or whatever. So you do have 3 chances, and they do make you pay for it every single time. So just know that. Exam sucks. Once you get through your exam, then you're pretty much good to go. There is still a little bit of a waiting period in between passing your exam and actually getting your license. But once you have gotten your license, then you are good to go. So just trek through that whole process as quickly as you can, because I'm telling y'all, you guys get that first real estate paycheck, it's gonna feel so good, and it's gonna make you want to work even harder. So then you can start getting clients and you can start marketing yourself and all that stuff, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Your brokerage hopefully will help you with all of that, will help you with your, your training and all that stuff and winning over clients and how to market yourself. I will definitely say, getting your real estate license is awesome, but you will have to be very aggressive in your first few months, in your first year, honestly, or else people will forget that you even do real estate. So I would definitely say, once you get your real estate license, market yourself as much as you can, use your social media. I have a whole video on how to make money using social media, so go watch that video. That will really give you guys a good rundown on how to market yourself as best as possible. You guys know I'm a marketing major, I'm super into all that stuff, so I will talk about this for hours, but if you guys want me to make a whole other video on this, I definitely can. But this is really just how you guys will get started when it comes to doing real estate. You guys are in the process right now of getting your license, or you're about to start getting your license. Just know that there will be times when you feel like giving up, but you cannot give up because the pay will be so worth it once you get to where you need to be. So be aggressive, work really hard, and just be disciplined. I promise you guys, you will make tons of money from real estate. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. I really enjoyed recording it. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below. And of course, like I always say, make sure to subscribe if you guys haven't already. New videos coming out every single Sunday, and it's some Wednesdays, all about career, college, and life advice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful in some way. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.